following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Mike in Wilmington. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, pal. Good. I'm calling to give you a compliment because I just want your listeners to know that you are on your game right now. I've been listening to you for a lot of years, Tom, and you are on your game. And I'll tell you, I'll never forget you calling King Dollar back when it was in the 70s. You saying it was going here, and everybody couldn't even believe that it could even dream that it was ever going to go back to the 90s.
I appreciate the feedback, man.
All right, pal.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's kick off a good September. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you're making a goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you'll learn to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 30, NASDAQ up 19, S&P's up 4, gold contract up $27.80, trading at $1,354 an ounce. Silver up 79 cents at $20.16 an ounce. Platinum up 26 bucks, $1,099 an ounce. Copper up a penny and a half at $2.09 a pound. Light sweet crude up 42 cents, $44.86 a barrel. Bonds, 10-year note up 18 ticks, 131.11. 30-year bond up a full point, 6 ticks, 170.22. King dollar down 1,029 ticks, trading at 94.81. The euro is trading at $1.12, and the yen is at $1.02. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we're $218, and we hit a high today of $218.78. Your high that it's going after is $219.90. Now, the low of that high from the 23rd is $218.90. The high of Friday was $218.87. So bottom line, I suspect we're going to close, we're going to have lighter volume than Friday. This right now in the NYSE and in the NASDAQ is the lightest volume of the whole year. We'll see if that changes inside the NYSE or the NASDAQ composite. It looks to me like it's not going to change inside the NYSE. Well, it's going to be a close call, actually, because right now we're at 498 million on the NYSE. The lowest day of the year thus far was on the 29th of August, where we got 659 million. But this can get 159 million, real easy in an hour. We go to the NASDAQ composite. NASDAQ composite, we're at the lowest day right now. It's just 1.3 billion. I suspect that that's going to get over that because that only needs another 150 million to get over last Friday's. You know, well, we'll see where the whole thing shakes out. To go back to the SPY for a second, though, what you have with the SPY is this. You go back to the SPY is going into the highs, the lows of the highs, and we'll see whether it can handle price. You know, we'll see whether it can actually even handle Friday. NDX 100, the 3 Qs. What do you have with the NDX 100? 3 Qs are trading at $117.71. We've done 13 million shares. The high is $118 and flat out, $118. The low is $117.51. And if you hold that $117.51, that would say that, guess what? It's going to go after that high. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract is up $27. You have 259,000 contracts, which is big contract volume. You got over the downdraft that was created out here on the 26th, which did have 300,000. Bottom line is that we'll see how it can handle the price point of 1371. You know, so, but bottom line, did wide price spread, accelerated volume out here today, and that's saying that It will try to make a run for this 1364 to 1374 level. We go take a look at the silver market. Silver traded up, let's see, we're at, silver's up 4% today. You're at $20.16. Silver also had wide price spread, accelerated volume. We're at 96,000 contracts, which is a big number. And that's saying that silver wants to run for this $20.63 level. Bonds, the 10-year note. Let's take a look at the 10-year note first. 10-year note out here. Traded up 17 ticks. We did 109,000 contracts. Now, that is not enough contract volume inside the bonds. You know, we'll see how it can handle the downdraft that was created out here on the 26th. That's when we went from $131.14 and we got down to the $130.12. We went downtown last week on Thursday and Friday, and now it's trying to take out the highs of the consolidation, which is 130.14. We take a look at the 30-year. What do we have with the 30-year? 30-year also is up today. U.S. 30-year right now is trading up a full point and 5 ticks. And let's see, sorry, USZ I got to get into. We got to get into the December contract. Okay, so we've done 232,000 contracts. That also has light volume. You know, it's going to go after this 171.07. We hit 171.04. The notes and the bonds, folks, continue. You know, you get a good bounce out here today, but it looks to me like they're still building cause for lower price, high yield. The reason I'm saying that is that each and every time we were hitting lows on August 26th, August 29th, last Friday, monster volume. As we keep getting up to the highs, and the top of the consolidation is at 171.20, the volume dies on the vine. King Dollar, what do we got with King Dollar? King Dollar got toasted and roasted out here today, but guess what? It's fast price destruction without volume. When you get fast price destruction without volume, most times you're going to go right back the opposite way that you just did. And what we have out here today is this. King Dollar came down last Thursday, last Friday, came down last Friday to $95.17. Did 34,000 contracts, rejected lower price. It's going into the sign of strength from the 26th of August, where it had 41,000 contracts. Today, what do we have? Bottom line, you're down, and you're down good, you're down 1,000 ticks. Anemic volume. 25,000 contracts is going into the low of last Friday, which was 34,000 contracts. Your benchmark is that 41,000. So bottom line, dollar index is going to need a lot more volume and a lot more price destruction in order to get underneath that swing area where it went topside from. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 21. Nasdaq's up 16. S&Ps are up 2.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 24. You get the Nasdaq up 18. S&Ps are up 3.5. If we go take a look at the Dow Industrials, we'll take a look at the strength versus the weakness. This is what you have. Strength inside the Dow today is Intel. It's up 1.3%. You get Chevron up 1.2. Verizon is up 1.2, and Boeing is up 1.1. Taken away from it, Nike is down 1.1. GE is off 1. Home Depot is down 0.8, and United Technologies is off 0.8. Inside the NDX 100, we have the strength is Baidu.com is up 5.9%, or $10.46. JD.com is up 3.9%, or $1. Yahoo is up 3.38%. The expansion on Yahoo, folks, has everything to do with Alibaba. I mean, the way Yahoo is going to trade right now is that, bottom line, Alibaba moves higher, Yahoo is going to move higher. Alibaba is up 4.5% out here today. It's up 473. And, of course, what you have with Yahoo, Yahoo owns a slew of Alibaba shares. And that's what that's going to be all about. It's almost like a tracking stock for Alibaba. Let's see. So let's go back to the NDX for a second. NetEase is up 3.3%. Now, taken away from the NDX 100 on the way, grabbing points out of it is C-Trip. That's down 4.8%. Discovery Communications is off 3.2%. And you got Mattel down 2.4%. If we take a look at the high volume stocks in a low volume market, this is still a big low time volume market. You have EMC is up 28 cents. You have Bank of America down 22. Region Financial is down 5. We have GE down 33 cents. Marvell Technologies is off 27. You have Navstar International up 5.75. That is a monster move. That move there is that Volkswagen is buying into Navstar. Bottom line, they got to. Well, they don't have to, but they're basically buying into the truck business. That's the bottom line. They got a lot of problems with the fuel. Not efficiencies, their fuel scandal. Bottom line is that they're kind of swapping gears out here. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We go and we take a look at the euro. Euro out here today is up 101 ticks. We're at $1.12, and we'll see whether the euro can get up into this 113.41 area. That's where the euro came downtown on the 26th, and the 26th is a benchmark across many of these different indices, folks. We go take a look at the FTSE overseas. What we have with the FTSE is this. FTSE in the UK, there she is. FTSE in the UK today was down $53, trading at 68.26. And let's put this on a weekly for a second. Okay, so it came up to the swing points that were generated out here in July of 2015. Oh, yeah, 2015. Oh, these are only weekly. Okay, so last July, at this point, it can't handle it. So the FTSE wants to trade back to 65.87. Right now, we're at 68.26. If we go to the DAX in Germany, we take a look at the DAX in Germany. DAX in Germany got to a high out here today of 10,742. Closes out at 10,687. And the DAX is weak. You know, when we take a look highs to lows, the DAX right now, last April, a year ago, April, it was at 12,390. Right now, you're dealing with 10,600. That also just come up to ice where it got toasted and roasted in August of 2015. That's when the DAX went from 11,100 to 10,124 in 1 week. And it's going right into that area. And it's going to need a lot more juice in order to basically get up and over that whole area. We go take a look at some of the Dow stocks. We'll go over to Boeing first. Boeing is trading at up $1.48. We're at 132.67. We put this back a few years, and what you're going to see is that this also is just coming into ice. So Boeing's been trading the same place since March of 2016. Our own S&Ps, of course, just continue this sideways move. I mean, if we take a look, you want to take a look at the cash, what you're going to see inside the cash right now is trading at 21.83, and on July 20th, we're at 21.75. July 14th, is that the 14th? Let's see. Yeah, July 14th, we're at 21.68. Is it going to break? Yeah, it's going to break. It might take us, it's going to break downtown. You know, we'll see how this shakes out. What we do have is that this is the first day back from the Labor Day weekend, and what you do get is this is really the last day of summer when you're talking about trading. There's still plenty of traders and investors that do not come back to work today. It's the last weekend of, not calendar-wise last weekend of the summer, but most folks, whether you're up north or in the Midwest, they feel like, okay, this is it. I'm going to take another day off. And in that context, guess what? Bottom line, that keeps the volumes low out here. If we go to the small caps, the IWM is at a high. The IWM is over the highs from the 26th of August. That was $124.41. We're at $124.48. If we take a look at the Russell, that was the IWM. If we take a look at the Russell and we put the Russell up, the Russell also is over the highs, but not the highs, meaning the Russell topped out in June of 2015. That was 12.95. Right now you're at 12.51.90. And if we take a look at this, let's see. It's going to get interesting. So the Russell is going into 12.25. Yeah, the Russell's going into the first downdraft that was created out here in May of 2015. That was 1.4 billion, and you commit to a 1.3. So that's not that bad. The Russell, that's the Russell. So it's 1.3 billion versus 1.4. That's a decent way to come into a supply line. It'd have to build some more cars to get up and over that level, but that is a decent way to come into that supply line. If we go over to the oil market, we take a look at oil. you talk about volatility. It's in spades out here in oil. So oil got to a high out here. And when I'm giving you this number here, this is like a 2-day number, folks. 46.53. Because if I break this down, for some reason, Bloomberg tied these bars together. So what you had with the oil market is this. Oil got up to a price point yesterday of $46.53, traded up there at 5 o'clock in the morning, and by 8 o'clock in the morning, it was down to $44.85. By 8 o'clock this morning, it was down to $43.84. And it looks like oil has set up an ABC structure on the way down that'll take it somewhere down into the $40 area. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Right now, you have the Dow up 29, the NASDAQ up 18, S&P's up 4. And as you come over to our website, folks, at TFNN, what you're going to see right in the front page is that today I wrote the 750th edition of the Gold Report. Telling you, man, you know, that whole saying that I have, yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here, what are you doing right now? Well, you better make sure that you do what you want right now because 14 and a half years, it blows my mind that it goes that quick. Bottom line, 750th edition. We've done a promotion. We started this promotion on Friday. It ends today, midnight today. Normally, the gold report is $85 a month, which comes out to $1,020 a year. You can sign up for it and get a full year for $750. You can check that out right in the front page of TFNN. Right now, we are flat in the gold market. We've been flat for a couple months, and I don't expect to be buying actually for maybe 2 to 3, 4 more weeks, okay? But bottom line, you can check that out. We have a second promotion going simultaneously with that. And what that is that we do this a few times a year. This is a Tiger Dollar promotion. And with the way this Tiger Dollar promotion works is this, is that you can purchase $600, a purchase of $600, that'll get you 750 Tiger Dollars. That's a 25% bonus on your purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all product at TFNN. No expiration date, totally transferable. So if you're getting product at TFNN right now, any newsletters, you plan on getting in the future, and this is whether you're buying them off me, Dave, Steve, Larry, Andy, John Logan. Bottom line, all of those newsletters, Basil, all of those newsletters, you can use Tiger Dollars on. So that is. The purchase price is $600. You get $750 to spend, 25% bonus. The second one is quite large, and what that is that we haven't done this in quite some time. You can buy $1,500 and make a purchase of $1,500, and you get $2,250 in Tiger Dollars. So it's a 50% bonus. That's an additional $750. That's how we come up with that deal. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. Let's see. And the Fed, we have a question. No, the Fed fund futures rate did not change today. WII. Well, when I say it didn't change, it always changes slightly. It's still it changed by 7% on the December 14th level. So the Fed fund futures rate now for September 21st, the next 3 meetings in the Federal Reserve, folks, go like this. September 21st, November 2nd, and December 14th. The probability of a rate in September is 24%. The probability of a rate hike in November is 28%, and the probability of a rate hike in December is 51.3%. And that was 58% this morning. So bottom line, yes, it went down 7%. These things move around quite a bit. That's the other side of it. They really do. And I suspect what moved that around, and that's what got the dollar going downtown today and gold going uptown, was the service number, the PMI number, I believe. The manufacturing number. Now that it came in light, but it wasn't underneath the 50 level. So an abrupt drop in the Institute of Supply Management Service gauge on Tuesday to a 6-year low is the latest in a string of unexpected weak data for August. Other than the less stellar figures, including in the ISMI factory survey, showing a contraction in volume, a cooling of hiring, automobile sales falling short of forecast, and an index of consumer sentiment at a 4-month low. So this was the lowest reading, okay? The ISM non-manufacturing index slumped to 51.4. That's the lowest since February of 2010, from 55.5 in July. Yeah. So, bottom line is that we'll see how the automobile market reacts. It seems to me that we're a long way from 2008, and the amount of sales inside the automobile business, I suspect, probably already peaked. So that, and that's just a cyclical thing. You have cars for so long, you get rid of the cars, and in this particular case, many of us might have cars longer than we're going to have cars in the last downdraft. It's hard to tell, but what you do have is that, well, actually, let's go look at GM. If we take a look at GM is trading at $32 right now. Put this on a monthly. It's not bad. Okay, the two highs in GM is 39, you're at 32, not the end of the world. You get a consolidation taking place. If we go to Ford, we take a look at Ford. Ford's at $12.64. This thing is way off its highs. The highs are, no, it's not. $17.54 its highs. This is a small consolidation also. You know, bottom line, these manufacturers have sold millions and millions of cars, folks. And the debt that goes along with those cars, certainly has been sold to the public also. So, yeah, can the sales in cars go back? Yeah. Is the economy going down the tubes? I don't think so. Just doesn't feel it. Doesn't look at all of the above. We go take a look at Home Depot. Home Depot out here is trading at $134, down $1 today. That being said, you get a high volume consolidation up here. Let me pull this back for 10 years. Yeah, so Home Depot is hanging right at its highs. You know, we take a look at Home Depot. In 2011, it was trading at $28. You're at $134 right now. And, you know, we'll see whether it can break topside. It's going to need volume. This has been going sideways, and you need a lot more volume than it has right now to get up over this 137 level and stay there. If we go to Lowe's, we take a look at Lowe's. Lowe's is trading out at $75.89. That gapped lower last week. But even with that gap lower, you're going to need a lot heavier volume on the way down to get into, even pretty amazing. So you're at 75.89, and, you know, in order to basically get under 72, you're going to need a lot more volume than this. This is also a consolidation, a high volume consolidation. Well, a high-end consolidation. It's not a high volume consolidation. This took off topside 2011. This was a $18 stock. It's a $75 stock right now. And, yeah, it's at highs. You know, the bottom line, both of those equities are at highs. Let's go over and take a look at the volume as we start moving. You get 38 minutes into it. Okay, we've got 22 minutes left. So you're 536 on the NYSE, which is still low. The Nasdaq's not. It's coming into the Nasdaq. NYSE still might end up being the lowest volume day of the day, though. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrial's up 24, Nasdaq up 18, S&P's up 3.5. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 26. You get the Nasdaq up 19. S&Ps are up 4. Let's go over to the financials, the XLF. XLF out here, folks, trading sideways. We are at a price point of 24.47, and if we bring this back, what you're going to see is that how we're coming into the downdraft that had been created last August. It doesn't look to me like it's going to make it through this downdraft. And the downdraft we're talking about, you're talking about a monster. So in this is on a weekly. The week of August 21st of last year, went from $25.34 to $23.63. You did that with $245 million. The week after that, we did $415 million. We came in 2 weeks ago, we're going higher at 145. You did 216 last week. Well, 216 still doesn't basically get it. You're still 30 million shot, or more than 12% shot, as you're just trying to get into the downdraft. What that does is this, is that sets up either a pullback, and it has to build more cars to come up to that supply line once again. So if we look at J.P. Morgan, which is one of the stronger banking stocks out here, which you have with J.P. Morgan, same type of setup. J.P. Morgan, last week we did a volume of 49 million. Well, the 49 million is coming into a supply line of 85 million. And this is quite a consolidation too. I mean, we're very close to the top of that consolidation, which is $70. You don't make it though. If you don't make it to the top and get over that top, the bottom of that is 52. So you get a 20-point spread inside those financials, and that's kind of like how they like to trade anyway. If we go to the XLE, the oil equities today, you have the XLE up 91 cents. We're at $69.98. Now the high out here is right next to it. It's 71. We'll see whether bottom line it can get up into that level. Each and every time it gets up to the 71, it seems to give it up. The last time we were up there, we did in June we did 28 million. In August we did 24 million, and we're at 9.2 million today. So you can see how you're coming into that area, and that's quite anemic. There's no two ways about that. That is anemic in a large way. We go take a look at the XLU. So this is the we get our heads wrapped around these utilities for a second. This is utility sector, and today what you have is that you have the bonds going higher, meaning lower yield. But guess what? The utilities, folks, the ETF for the utilities, you're up 57 cents. You get 13 million shares traded. And the utilities, this ETF in July was trading at $53. Last week it was trading at $49. And it's a slow mover, 48. And what you have here is that you're moving higher and the volume's contracting in a big way. So this can move to $50.70. We've done 50.23 thus far. 50.70 is the beginning of ice. but the contraction on volume is quite a bit. So the rate hike, or the short-term rate hike, if in fact it gets on the Fed's table for December, folks, I suspect is what the market's going to be looking at for the next, it's 30, 60 days. You know, the election, we'll find out whether the market pays attention to that. I do expect, more than likely, it's going to, particularly the nights of the debate. There's going to be 3 debates, and we'll see what the market thinks about that whole deal. Much harder to take, though, as to what the market is going to do on the debates versus what the market more than likely would do if, in fact, they go up a quarter point. And what we are going to have out here this week, the Fed governors, you have 5 separate Fed governors speaking this week. And 2 of them, which is going to get intriguing here, and then the intriguing part is going to be this. Let me pull this up. I was just reading this. Let's see. Fed. It's going to have to do with, here it is right here. It's going to have to do with the Fed Reserve president's going to push back against Congress about defending their Federal Reserve Bank. Okay, so check it out. 2 regional Federal Reserve presidents defended the public-private structure of the United States Central Bank in prepared testimony. They're scheduled to deliver before lawmakers tomorrow. So the statements are already out. The Fed's public-private structure supports monetary policy independence by ensuring a measure of apolitical leadership, Jeffrey Lacker, president of the Richmond Fed, said in text obtained by Bloomberg. Lacker and Esther George, head of the Kansas City Fed, are set to appear before a subcommittee on the House Financial Services Committee in Washington, D.C. George said the Fed structure, created by Congress in 1913, recognized the public's distrust of concentrated power and greater confidence in decentralized institutions. The hearing before the House Financial Services Subcommittee on Monetary Policy and Trade will examine the governance of the Federal Reserve Banks and how it relates to the conduct of monetary policy and economic performance. Calls for Fed reform has resonated in the United States presidential campaign, with Democratic Party nominee Hillary Clinton joining calls for structural changes within the central bank and more diversity in the ranks of its leadership. The bottom line is that this is what you have, folks, is that here. Watch how this is set up. This is set up. Okay. The Federal Reserve System's Washington-based Board of Governors are appointed by the United States President and confirmed by the Senate. That is considered a public agency. Its 12 regional reserve banks, however, are structured legally as private corporations owned by the commercial banks in their district. Their chiefs are appointed by non-bankers in their respective board of directors, subject to a veto by the board of governors. Bottom line is that there's going to be a debate, but reading into both of those statements out there, it looks to me like there's going to be a push and pull at that Senate hearing, and we haven't seen something like that for a while. Most times, whether it's Janet Yellen or Ben Bernanke, after the 2008 debacle up there, they were defending their turf, but yet they weren't going, they weren't being aggressive against Congress, saying, hey, leave us alone. You stay out of it. Those statements there that are coming out, looks to me like they're kind of laying the groundwork for saying, no, this is ours, this is yours, and it's probably a good time to, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with how it's run, but I don't think Congress has much to stand on themselves, so it's more than likely a good time to fight it out, to duke it out. Our phone number is 877-927-6648, and what is wild is that when you think about it, is that those Fed meetings, you know, the one particularly right before the election, November 2nd, that's kind of a heads up too. I don't see them going then, but December I do see them going a quarter point. You stay right there, folks. I'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 33. You get the Nasdaq up 23. S&Ps are up 5.5. We go over to those futures. It looks like they're buying into this close. You just get a little pop in the futures here. Not that it's a lot, but a couple points. And a couple points when we're at these highs, man. I mean, you know, we'll see whether they can bust at the top side. Volume-wise, what you're going to have is that you're at 579 million. And that would say to me that you're not going to do 100 million in... It's 4 minutes of 4 right now, but realistically, they can get orders in to approximately 10 past, quarter past. But most of them, well, they've already had to be in there. That's the other side of it. If they're large orders to buy on the close out here, so it doesn't look to me like it's going to get over the lowest day of volume. And so it does look like the NYSE will have the lowest day in volume. Coming out. We'll figure that out in the next hour. What you do have right now, the Dow's up 31 bucks. You're trading out at 18,552. Your high there's 18,668. So the Dow has a lot more to go. Friday we got to 18,544. We got to 18,551 today. You know, you're underneath it, you get lighter volume. That's going to be, it's subtle, but bottom line is that would be a failure on price. Inside the SPY is at 218.86. And 218, oh, this is crazy. So check this out. That last pop, folks, got the SPY to 218.90, which is the low of the high. You know, it has more volume than the trading day of the 23rd, which we only had 53 million. No, it doesn't. Oh man, this is crazy. So it only has 45 million. It'll do more than 53. Yeah, I suspect it's going to do more than 8 million coming into the close. But if you do get the SPY to close under 218.87, that's going to be a failure also, because we're not going to get 30 million into the close. We look at the NDX 100, the 3 Qs. 3 Qs are at $117.79, and that looks like they're going to close at a high. And if that's the case, I mean it's not at the high; it's 118. That would mean that the NQs would go after that $118 level. The small caps right now are trading up 7 cents. They are at $124.58, and they are at a high. So the small caps are saying that, well, when I say they're at a high of the consolidation, the small caps haven't taken out the high that was generated in 2015. The IWM, the high of IWM is $129.10. Don't forget, folks, if you want to take advantage of the gold report, this is the last day for the special that you can get the gold report 1 full year for $750. Tiger dollars, same type of setup, meaning that this is a separate promotion for the Tiger dollars, but this is the last day that you can take advantage of it. You can purchase $600 and you get $750 to spend. That's one promotion. The second one is you can spend $1,500 and you get a 50% bonus, meaning that you have $2,250 to spend. Let me make sure I'm right on the $2,250. 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, $2,250 to spend, which is the $750 bonus using the Tiger dollars. The dollar index out here, you're at 984. So bottom line is that dollar index looks like it's going to close at its lows. You have light volume, but bottom line, that does set up that you can go test the 94.20 level, which is the lows of how we broke topside on August 26th. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some numbers. Dow Industrials up 35, NASDAQ up 23, S&P's up 5.5. We're going to be right back.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Dell in Texas. Hey, Dell, what's going on?
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, man?
My call. Great.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
I love your show. I just stumbled upon it probably, maybe a month ago.
And how'd you find us?
I found you on YouTube.
YouTube. That's a beautiful thing. Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Welcome to the Tiger family, man.
Wow.
I like it. Totally.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night. Don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It's no one's truth but yours. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 46, NASDAQ up 26, S&P's up 7.5, gold contract up $26.55. No, up $27.20, trading at $1,353 an ounce. Silver up 77 cents at $20.14 an ounce. Platinum up $26.55 at $1,099 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $2.09 a pound. Light sweet crude up 42 cents, trading at $44.84 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year note, up 18 ticks, 131.11. 30-year bond, up a full point, 8 ticks, 170.24. King dollar down 999 ticks, trading at 94.84. The euro is trading up at $1.12, and the yen is at 102. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You get a SPY closing at its highs. We're at $219.03. Your high is $219.60. Bottom line, it looks like it's going to go after that because the low of that high is $218.90. You close up here, yeah, volume is light, one of the lightest volume days, not the lightest, but one of the lightest. You did 50 million shares. That will go after that 219.60, I suspect, tomorrow. NDX 100, what do we have at the NDX 100? 3 Qs, up 73 cents. You're at $117.85. The high is $118. And I suspect the Qs also are going to go after that number. Small caps, what do we have with the small caps? Now, the small caps certainly are not at highs because the highs were established there over a year ago. The IWM is at the high of this year, though. Right now, the IWM is trading out at $124.62. The last high was $124.46. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold out here today had wide price spread, had accelerated volume. We did 263,000 contracts out here. You're at 1354. You were going into your downdraft. It overtook that downdraft from the 26th of August. The top of that downdraft is 1346. And that's saying gold's going to make a run for this 1364 area. Right now, we're at 1354. We take a look at the silver contract. Silver also caught a bid out here. Silver contract, let's see, SIZ. Silver contract up 77 cents today. You did 97,000 contracts, and that's a huge contract, no doubt. Silver can make a run for this $20.63. Bonds, we start with the 10-year note. So, 10-year note out here, we're at 131.19. You did 1.1 million contracts, and you got over the high of Friday, which is 131.12. You're right at it, actually. So that's saying that we'll see how it can handle only 2 more ticks above it. Now, this is going to get intriguing with the 10-year note as well as the 30-year bond, and this is why, folks. They both had broke downtown twice. First time they broke the consolidation on the way down was August 26th. They broke it again last Thursday and Friday. Now, they rejected this out here today, and so now they'll go to the, I don't expect, well, we'll see where they go to the top of consolidation. It wouldn't be the top that I'm looking at right now. It's August 26th. August 26th is a benchmark out there. So in the 10-year note case, it would be 131.14. If we take a look at the 30-year bond, what you'd be looking at is this. 30-year bond right now, you're at 172.06. The 30-year bond had also broken the consolidation it was in, and with monster volume on the 26th. And the high of the 26th of August, this is 173.03. So it's probably, well, it's 30 ticks higher. 29 ticks higher. It's 32 ticks and a point. I suspect it's going to go after it, and we'll see whether it can handle it or not. If it can handle it, yeah, you can get a higher price, lower yield. Right now, the 10-year is yielding at 1.53. If we take a look at the probability of a rate hike, September is 24%, November 2nd is 28%, and December 14th, that's the number. It's still 51%. That was 58% this morning. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? Okay, so King dollar, fast price destruction, but you don't have the volume behind the move. So this is what you have. We came down over 1,000 ticks, 1,001 ticks right now. We did 26,000 contracts. Now, when King dollar went topside, when Janet Yellen was speaking on the 26th of August, King dollar went from $94.20 to $95.58. We did that with 41,000 contracts. When the Federal Reserve came out with their statement on Friday, the jobs number on Friday, what happened is that King Dollar went down to a low of $95.17. It rejected the day of strength, and it had lighter volume. We did 34,000 contracts. It rejected the lower price and closed higher. Today, you tested both of those areas, meaning the area from September 2nd as well as August 26th. This is what the difference is. The bullish case that the dollar would want to go higher is that we tested that with 26,000 contracts. The bearish case is that you couldn't hold price. We got into the day of strength from the $95.50, and that says, guess what? You can go to the bottom of that day of strength. And the bottom of that day of strength is $94.20. That's 600 ticks from where we are right now. And more than likely, we'll see overnight, we very well could get down into that whole area. Oil contract. What do we have with oil? Oil contract, folks, looks like it's an ABC structure on the way down. Oil, if you happen to be watching Tiger TV, this is a two-day bar up here. It's not a one-day bar. If I break it down intraday, what you're going to see, for some reason, Bloomberg tied them together. But what we did have is that when the oil market fell apart, it actually fell apart yesterday because oil was trading. Oil had got to a price point out here of a high of the 46, 47, then kind of gave it up, and then we're at 44.87. I expect oil looks like it wants to run down to the $40 level. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials closed up 46, NASDAQ up 26, S&P's up 6.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
TFNN.com takes your phone calls. Now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow finished up 46. You had the Nasdaq up 26. S&Ps are up 6.5. And as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the second hour, we have our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. Now, don't forget, folks, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we do live programming at TFNN from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. Andy has a great show, 5 to 6 every Tuesday and Thursday. Now, you can get all that programming right on your cell phone. Go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great HD video as well as audio. Andy also has a great newsletter. It's called the Technomento Commodity Report. The way you can get that, you come over to our website at TFNN. You hit newsletters, hit trading newsletters. You can test drive the Technomento Commodity Report 30 days absolutely free. Andy Hecht, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing good. So, the dollar tanks.
The dollar tanked. Gold took off.
Dollar
Silver
tanks
took
on light
off.
volume.
Yep.
I mean, not totally light volume, but, September 6th volume.
Yeah.
Gold explodes higher. Silver, actually, is the one that kind of leads the pack here.
No
Let
doubt.
it down, leading it up.
Yeah.
Decent volume there. Look, we're in for a lot of this for the next couple of weeks until the Fed tells us that they're not going to raise interest rates, I would imagine. We're in for a lot of volatility.
Right.
I heard you mention that we have about 5 Fed governors making comments this week.
This week, yeah.
That'll keep things interesting.
Right, it will.
No question.
There's no doubt.
I mean, I don't think we're having any rate hike in September after those ISM numbers.
Right.
With the election coming up. Should we call it an election or should we call it a brawl for the White House? It's interesting. Look, the dollar went down, interest rates, the bonds went up, the stocks, kind of a marginal response. Oil, not much of anything. Copper, not much of anything. So we'll have to see what's going to happen.
Well, the thing that's going to be intriguing, in this context of the market, folks, is that the market lately has not been liking a strong dollar at all. So if this market's going to break topside, it's going to have its shot right now. I'm actually, I wasn't surprised that it didn't break topside today because it's like the first day back after, the summer vacation, and it's slow anyway. But if, in fact, the dollar stays down overnight, this market will have a shot to break topside tomorrow. And if it doesn't, well, guess what? You're going downtown, If
it doesn't, it's a real sign of weakness because
it
the
is,
lower dollar, it's better for corporate profits.
Right. And 1,000 ticks is 1,000 ticks. It's a full penny. That's a big move, man.
Look, let's just take a quick look at the chart. It's in the range, just range trading since for quite some time. Really since March. So we're kind of in the middle of the range here. The bottom end of the range is what? 92.
Yep.
The top end of the range is
97.
97 and change. So, not a lot. I mean, they took the dollar higher when, with all the hawkish squawking. And now, that's gone. It's kind of like OPEC. It's like oil. They took oil higher because there were a lot of shorts in the market and Saudi Arabia and Russia making all these comments. But, when they turn out to be empty words, markets come back.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. I guess the context of watching the dollar get down is like, oh, okay, so is the euro and all these other currencies really worth more money today? I don't think so. But.
Oh, the answer is no.
Yeah.
It's not even I don't think so. We know so. We know that currencies are a game of yield, and even if the Fed doesn't move, the yield here is better than anywhere else. So,
right.
What's the deal? But, the dollar since May 2014 was below 80. Today it's like 95. 95 is kind of like the pivot point here between 92 and 97. So, hey, not a surprise really here, but just a lot of volatility. We'll see a lot of continued volatility. Lots of volatility coming in commodities.
Oh,
over
no,
the
I
coming
think the
weeks?
I think the market itself. I think we're in for a good 6, 7, 8 weeks of high volatility, big time.
Yes,
Yeah. And
absolutely.
it hasn't started yet, folks. Okay, the bottom line is that
Oh, the real volatility,
yeah,
right?
you
right.
know, I mean, we're still basically in calm markets. You know, if the markets go up 70 or down 70, we all feel like, oh, that's a lot of volatility. Well, that's not what I'm talking about.
Wait until the markets start correlating with the presidential polls.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
be interesting because
Right.
I think that's where the real volatility is going to come from. Trump goes up, the market's going to go ballistic. Yeah, just because the status quo doesn't like that. So it's going to be very
When you,
very.
when you say
very,
ballistic, mean up or down?
I think down.
Down. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
hard
mean,
to tell. It's. I guess we'll find out when it happens,
yeah,
right?
we'll
You
find
know?
out when it happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I'm just talking about
Oh,
perception
no, listen,
now.
I listen. I get it. Believe me. I know what you're saying. But it's like, okay, man, this one is so wild, man. I like
This
watching.
one is wildest. I mean, is this the wildest in your lifetime? It's the wildest in mine.
Oh, it's the wildest in anyone's. I mean, you know.
I know.
Give me a break. You know, who's kidding who, man? Do you know what I mean?
It's-
This goes from the John F. Kennedy deal that figured out how to basically use, you know, television to win an election to, you know, basically really someone really understanding entertainment how to win an election.
Oh, well, it's turned to a reality show.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Well, that's all it is anyway, right? I mean,
That's all it is.
it's just a more sophisticated reality show. I
It
think
is a
these politicians have
sophisticated-
always
that's
been in a reality show.
That's a great way to put it. A sophisticated reality
Yeah,
show.
you know, when I look back in history, everything really almost stays the same. It just gets a little more sophisticated, and the edges get smoothed out somewhat. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you know, I mean,
Anyway.
look at soft money. You know, when you look at soft money, folks, what used to happen, everyone used to get bribed. Now it's legal to bribe everyone. You know, just because they made plenty of laws. That's like
Well,
insane.
it depends. Well, you got to put a caveat on it. It depends who you are.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're a corporation, you know, bribing a foreign business, a foreign leader, it's not legal.
No, I'm using.
depends
I'm
where
using.
you are and who you are.
I am. I'm using it in the context of that. I think soft money is bribery, basically. That's my take on it. Anyway.
Oh,
You know what
absolutely.
That's,
I mean, I cannot disagree
Yeah.
with that at all.
Yeah.
It's interest peddling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no question. So look at that. So at the first debate, Tom, that steak you throw on your grill down there in Florida will be a lot cheaper because today the price of beef, the price of live cattle, traded below $1 for the first time since November 2010.
Wow. Yeah,
Interesting.
$99.37. Okay. Oh, look
That's
at that,
right.
man.
Cheap burgers, cheap
Wow.
burgers. But grilling season is over. It ended yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And copper, I want to point something out about copper. Copper's been like dead. It's kind of like on life support here. But it put in a bullish key reversal on the daily chart kind of today.
Okay.
Other base metals are higher, but copper suffers from copper. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see if it can, you know, it could rally a little bit. It was a decent turnaround today on some good volume, but, you know, I mean, where's it gone? From 208 to 209?
Yeah.
So,
No,
you know,
I can see that. Hey, stay right there.
Sure.
Awesome. Andy and I are going to be coming right back, folks. You stay right there. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. And don't forget, folks, no matter where you are in your car right now, if you happen to be listening in your car, Andy comes up at 5 o'clock. There's a great show, 5 to 6 o'clock. And you can get us right on your cell phone. Go to TFNN.com. You hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great Tiger audio and video. Andy and I are coming right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get our man, Mr. Andy Heck. We are talking commodities. And, of course, don't forget, folks, Andy's going to be coming up right here 5 to 6 o'clock tonight. He has a great newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report. And, you know, when we talk futures, folks, just remember that there's all ETFs and ETNs inside the future market, and that's what Andy has inside his newsletter, whether he's thinking they're going up and or down. And, of course, what has happened is that these futures, these commodities have been moving around in an incredible way. You know,
they move, baby. They move.
They do. You know, let me ask you something. Sure. You know what seems like really wild is that, let's say if we go over to the corn market, right? Now, there's no doubt that corn has got killed. I get, you know, last 3 months have gone from $4.49 a bushel to $3.28.
Yeah.
The thing that's wild that I'm glad I'm not a farmer because I think the business must be so hard, it's insane. But when I look at this and then I bring this back, I say to myself, you know, I mean, when you start looking at histories, I can understand why farmers wouldn't plant corn, you know, this coming year. But, like, when you look at the chart, it's almost like, well, if everyone's not going to plant corn, corn's going to go back up, man. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. Actually, Mother Nature will take care of it eventually when there's a poor harvest or when there's crop disease or something like that. But, corn is going to be volatile, no question. I mean, we're down at low levels where the downside has become limited, the upside more interesting, certainly, than in past years since 2012. And we have the USDA coming out with their WASDE report on September the 12th, which I believe is a week from yesterday.
Okay.
And that always moves these markets. But the upside's very limited this year because the crop is huge.
Yeah, so, no, I understand that. I guess I'm talking about next year. So what has happened, folks, is this. Since 2006, so it's 10 years, you know, corn is back to the price it was 10 years ago. But I can see why they wouldn't do it either, because even though that at 316 is pretty good. It was down to 185 6 months before that. So I was like, okay.
That's right.
So,
well,
yeah.
It's all a function of supply and demand. But keep in mind that the demand side of the equation is always growing with population. You know, I wrote this article for Seeking Alpha this weekend about the fertilizer market, Tom.
Yeah.
And one of the interesting things that I put in there, you know, I usually write my articles during the week.
Okay.
And then I edit them and send them out on Friday. I post them for publication after the markets close Friday, for publication Monday morning.
Okay.
Or Tuesday morning in this week's case. So I wrote this article on fertilizers, and I was talking about grains, exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
And what I said was, oh, world population, 7.345 billion people, and so on and so forth. But the way I ended the article, I thought was really interesting, because I had written it, I think, on Wednesday. And when I did my final edit, I wrote in the last paragraph, you know, just take this into consideration. Between the time that I actually first penned this article and I'm publishing it,
yes,
world population has increased by over 250,000.
Wow.
That's in 2 days.
That's crazy.
So, you know, if you put that, and then I had written, it was a follow-up to another article that I had written on August the 22nd.
Yeah.
And the population had gone up between August the 22nd and last week by 2.5 million.
Wow.
These are big numbers. So, you know, when you think about grains, when you think, hey, what's oversupplied today,
right?
This population growth, you know, is become a necessity almost. Yeah. And yes, there is more supply than demand. But in the first year, where we don't have these kinds of crops that we've had for the last 4 years, you're going to have a very, very interesting price situation. And you're going to see, you know, the corn went to $843.75, I think, a bushel on the highs, all-time highs in 2012. The next time we have a problem, we're going to blow through there.
That's amazing, man.
So, and that's the thing to keep in mind. You know, I'm not saying it's happening next week or even next year.
I understand.
But,
you
know, that you got to keep these on your radar, because these are volatile trading sardines.
Volatile trading sardines. I like that, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the key is also, where are all these people being born? Is it China? Is it India?
Well, around the world, but yes. I mean, even in the United States, population's going up.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I guess so.
It's going up everywhere. But yeah, China and India, you're talking about 35% of the population of planet Earth.
Wow. Yeah.
That's more than a third. That's where they are.
That's intense.
And you know, it's intense.
It is intense.
It is, and it's something to remember in terms of investing. Especially, it's something you have to remember when you trade commodities. You know, all of these commodities, even though the prices have come down over recent years, are a lot higher. They have higher base prices.
Oh yeah, they do.
They did back in 2000, even, you know, at the turn of the millennium.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
And they're not going back to those prices. I mean, hey, could we have a spike down to $1.85 in corn? Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Right. Now,
you know?
the corn also, a lot of the corn that we're talking about, that we're looking at here, is really feed for animals, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Okay.
I mean, you know, there's the ethanol. It's used to make
ethanol.
cornstarch and paper products, and there's a lot of things that corn goes into. And
yeah, you know, it's intriguing. What's intriguing about, because between the Trump and Clinton, they won't touch the ethanol deal in an election year, right? No way.
No.
Yeah, right.
No.
That's not going to happen, right?
No, because the farmers, you know,
totally. Yeah.
They got to sell it to someone.
Right. No, I'm with you. I can
that's
see
the other thing. That's the other thing you have to remember about a lot of these grains. They don't. It's not copper. It's not gold. It's not silver. It can't sit in a warehouse for for 10 decades. This stuff rots after a certain amount of time. So, you know, the corn that they're going to pull out this year, hey, maybe it'll be okay next year. The year after, a little bit worse. A couple of years after that, it ain't no good no more.
That's intriguing, yeah. And so the farmers still get paid for it when some of those subsidies anyway, right?
Yes, they get this. They have this crazy price insurance deal with the government, where they get, you know, kind of guaranteed minimum prices to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's based on some kind of formula that's always changing. It's so complicated. It's more complicated than medical insurance.
Yeah, I'm sure they know it upside down, though.
Well, they know it,
We'd
yeah.
know it upside down if we were in that business.
Right, if you're in their business, right.
Yeah.
But like everything that the government does, they make it very complicated. So those not in the industry, it's kind of hard to understand.
Non-transparent. No, I can understand that too.
In the era of transparency,
yeah.
it is non-transparent.
And well, okay, so let's see. Tomorrow we get oil numbers tomorrow. Oh, I wonder if they're going to be out tomorrow because we have a day, 1 day
Oh,
shot.
I think they'll be out tomorrow and Thursday. Then we have natural gas.
Okay.
And then we have Fed squawking.
Yeah.
And we have Mario Draghi.
Yeah, he's on
and,
Thursday. Draghi's on Thursday. We get action.
It's like a parade. It's a parade. It's a parade of volatility. It's good. It causes markets to go, hey, this is a year, we've been saying it all year long. It's a year of trading. It's not a year of long-term investing.
Right.
You buy dips, you sell rallies, you try to make little bits and pieces, you try to add that up into a nice return. To try to really go for it in any of these asset classes, very difficult here.
Yeah. One quick one, sugar, before we leave.
Sure.
What do we think?
Sugar.
Yeah.
Hey, 2122 key point.
Yeah.
It went down last week. It picked up. Open interest is rising, so that's a caution flag for me. Lots of longs in that market.
Lots of longs. It's a beautiful thing. Listen, Andy, thank you so much. We look forward to the show at 5.
Thanks. See
Okay.
you soon.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And this is going to be a wild one, watching this shake out. I think all of us have heard these ads. So ITT, which is, I forgot what the full name of it is. Right now they go under ITT Educational Services. Bottom line is that they got shut down today. Okay, so let's see what this says. Effective today, the company is going to eliminate the positions of 8,000 employees. They're going to close all their, let me get this. Where is this? ITT. It's pretty intense, man. I mean, this is pretty wild, shaking. ITT. Okay, so the stock, this actually, if we take a look at this, it's ESI. So the government had them shut down, and what's going on is that the amount of schools are pretty amazing. Okay, the for-profit college chain ITT Technical Institute is shutting down all its 130 campuses today. It can't survive recent sanctions by the U.S. Department of Education. In a letter to more than 35,000 students, the Indiana-based parent company ITT Educational Services announced that campuses won't open for the fall term that was scheduled to begin on September 12th, leaving students scrambling for last-minute options. For many U.S. colleges have already started classes. So watch how this goes, folks. The chain was banned August 25th from enrolling new students who used federal financial aid because Education Department officials said the company had become a risk to students and taxpayers. The department also ordered ITT to pay $152 million within 30 days to help cover student refunds and other liabilities if the chain closed. Days before the sanctions were announced, ITT's accreditor reported that the chain had failed to meet several basic standards and was unlikely to comply in the future. It has also been investigated by state and federal authorities who accused ITT of pushing students into risky loans and misleading students about the quality of the programs. ITT Educational Service CEO Kevin Modi told reporters on a conference call Tuesday that ITT was a victim of regulatory assault and never had a chance to defend itself. Bottom line, folks, which is amazing, this college debt and the for-profit schools, the school, the way the federal programs are correlated for school loans, I think is exactly, that's a third-party payer. And what ends up happening is that you have tuitions that go through the roof. Why? Because it's not you and I or someone actually saving money and paying for it. What it is that the government is subsidizing all the loans, number one. And then what ends up happening is that most folks can't pay them back. And then they kicked into the bankruptcy law, I don't know when they did this, whether it's 10 years ago or 30 years ago, that you can't write off student debt. Okay, so it's a situation kind of like our health laws, that what ends up happening is that it's insurance companies paying the doctors in hospitals. The insurance companies can keep going up on the rates because it's a third-party payer. And if you have any type of business, if you are the business and you're dealing with the client, you just can't keep going up and up and up on a continual basis. The college loan situation is absolutely insane. They're giving loans out to kids that really don't understand. I would say some of them definitely do, but most of them do not understand, okay? Number one, what the value of $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 is, and how much you have to make in order to pay that back. And will you make that if, in fact, you go to college? The for-profit online ones and all this, they took this to a whole nother level. This is an equity. I got this up in front of me right now. This is an equity in 2007. The stock is trading $131. Now it's out of business. And when I saw this come across, I wanted to see that, okay, so you get the CEO saying, hey, they never give us a chance. Well, guess what? If we look at what the CEO owned, do you want to hear what he owned, folks? This is a joke. He only owned 130,000 shares, and that 130,000 shares was all worth all of $46,000. So the bottom line is that, the management, let me see if I can, the management certainly is not stuck holding the bag. Let me see that was the chairman. Okay, that was the chairman of the board. Let me see what the CEO owns. Oh, the CEO, oh my God, that's even sicker. So the CEO owns 129,000, which is $46,000. The president and chief operating officer, check this one out. The chief operating officer only owned 43,000 shares, which were worth $15,000. Exactly. One of the Tigers is saying that they knew it was a fraud. The bottom line is that you're running a company. You have a lot more of your wealth than $15,000 at $46,000 into the company. Bottom line, that's going to hit a lot of people. The thing that's amazing is that where you have the Republicans fighting the Democrats, right? And I can see that the hypocrisy of it all, that each side, what do you think they're doing? Each side of that, okay? Bottom line, are protecting large, whether it's banking structures, whether it's loan structures, whether it's the pharmaceutical industry. They claim they're attacking the pharmaceutical industry, but the bottom line is that, if things changed, they would have changed when, Obamacare came into being. That didn't change. Nothing changed at all. In fact, if you look at any of the thing that's amazing, if you look at any of the healthcare companies, went one way, since 2008. Well, I guess the whole market went one way since 2008. But bottom line, hopefully they gotta do something about the loans, the education aspect of it, and all of the above, because there's no way these people are going to pay it back. And what does happen, well, this is what's cool. What happens in the ITT case is that in the ITT case, there is a law in the books that if you can basically, I don't think you have to actually prove it, but you can say, hey, listen, I was defrauded. The school wasn't what it was supposed to be. They weren't getting jobs out like they're supposed to be. That's going to be easier now to do with ITT. And it looks to me, if you can do it with ITT, I remember so many ads, they're going to be able to, the bill's coming due. But hey, you know what the good news is? That bill, by the way, is nothing like the bill. It's a big bill, but it's nothing like the bill that was in 2007 on the mortgages. It can be spread out. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
Join Andy Hecht as he shows you how to make money in commodities. The Commodities Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the S&Ps. So you had the SPYs out here today, folks. Close at the highs. That's saying, hey, it's going to go after the high tomorrow morning. That high that we're talking about inside the SPYs, $219.60. You're $219.03 right now. NDX 100, same type of setup there. We are at $117.85. That's saying game is on to this $118.09. Now, that being said, we go over to the dollar. So the dollar came down hard out here today. You had fast price destruction. What you didn't have, however, is volume behind the move. And when you get that, folks, most times you do a reverse and it's fast and furious on the opposite side. So we're going to see how this shakes out in the next couple of days. The dollar came down 1,000 ticks. You're at 94.75. And the thing that's intriguing is that with the dollar down that much, you know, bottom line, this S&P has a chance to break topside. So we'll see who wins out here coming into the market meeting tomorrow, the Bulls or the Bears. We've been at the same place for quite a while right now. If you go over to our website at TFNN, this is your last chance to either save or make a good chunk of change. And what that is, our Tiger Dollar promotion is up. That's going to be over tonight. The way the Tiger Dollar promotion works is this, is that you can purchase $600. You get $750 in Tiger Dollars. That's a bonus of 125% bonus, or $150. You can purchase $1,500, and you get $2,250 in Tiger Dollars. That's a $750 bonus. And dollar-wise, it's a 50% bonus percentage-wise. And what that's all about is that today was the 750th edition of the Gold Report that I did. We also have a special there. You can get the Gold Report for $750 for the year, and if you paid for that monthly, it's normally $1,020 for the year. So bottom line, big night tonight, I suspect, and it's the currency. What didn't fall apart out here, which is really intriguing, is the yen. You know, the yen came down a penny and a half. Bottom line, though, we'll see where that's going to be shaken out. As soon as the Japan opens up, which is in approximately about 4 hours. You know, so the yen right now is trading at the 102.01, and that's just a flat-out direct correlation between the yen, where the yen likes to trade, where the dollar trades, and where the metals trade. If we have the yen going down and getting stronger, dollar gets weaker, gold gets stronger. Yen goes topside, guess what? Gold goes down, dollar goes up. So the correlations are pretty cool. About 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's going to be all about the notes and the bonds. The notes and the bonds out here, what they did today is that they're trying to get to the top of the consolidation they've been in. The volume was light as they got up there today. They haven't been able to hold price at the highs of that consolidation. On the 10-year, that's only 2 ticks above where we are right now. It's 133.14, and that's, and right now, just as I'm talking, it just went to 133.13. So we're going to get quite a bit of information in the next few days from these markets. You have the Fed speaking. We have 2 Fed governors that are going to be speaking to Congress tomorrow, and they've already released the speech. And inside their own speeches is that basically they're going to be, it looks like they're going to be coming back into Congress saying, hey, listen, we think that, you should be basically leaving us out of the political debate. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up next. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Stay right there. Andy's coming right up. Remember, folks, TFNN.com on your phone. Hit Tiger TV. Go get them, folks.